Namaste. Before following any advice or practices suggested in this video, it is always recommended that you consult with your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, and Tridevi Chamunda Mandir cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of the exercises and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, so glad that you could join me this evening for our Tuesday satsang. I'd like to begin with a very short announcement. This coming Friday at 7 o'clock, we'll be doing the 11th installment of our series on the Kali Nitya goddesses, as we both the puja and satsang, and we'll be honoring the goddess Gana, whose name means darkness. Actually, I just take that back, it actually means destroyer. Darkness was the last one. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and start with some meditative yoga. I invite you to find a comfortable position where you can sit with a straight spine. I invite you to close your eyes and just begin to breathe deeply. Use this time to ground and to center. Preparing for the work we're about to do. Let this time be for yourself. To relieve stress. To heal within. To learn and to explore. So as you breathe, I now invite you to focus on the area of your spinal cord, from the tailbone to the crown of the head.
I don't believe you're live, John.
I've got somebody watching.
Because I'm trying to get there. Okay.
Okay, are we having technical difficulties? Whoever is watching, if you could say something on the chat function and let me know that you're there. Now I've got two people.
Okay.
Okay, great. Okay, so we had some technical problems. Let's go back to the meditation. So close your eyes again and breathe deeply. And focus on the area of the spine. And there, envisioning running along the spinal cord. Envision a silvery white tube going from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. And as you breathe in, I invite you to feel a warm current of energy going up that tube from the root to the crown. And then as you exhale, Feel that energy dropping from the crown to the root. So inhale, raising the energy from root to crown. Exhale, letting the energy fall from crown to root. And just be aware of that sensation and that experience of breathing. And moving the energy upwards with the inhale, downwards with the exhale. Let your body relax as you continue to breathe and focus on the movement of energy along the spine. And then take a deep, clearing breath. Just letting go of the meditation. And just sit quietly and just take a moment and feel the effects of this practice. Maybe you feel more relaxed, maybe more energized, maybe more peaceful. And slowly open your eyes. So last week, in chapter 4 of the Kriya Yoga Upanishad, we discussed the chakras, the main energy centers of the body, and we're going to do a yoga practice associated with those. And we also discussed the nadis, the main energy channels of the body. There's 72,000, but there's 3 that are really important for our practice. There's Sushumna Nadi, the central channel that we were moving energy up and down in our meditation. And then there is a passage on the right side going from root to the third eye. Usually it's pictured as being red. This is Pingala Nadi, also known as the solar channel. And then on the left side, running again from the root to the third eye, is Ida Nadi, the lunar channel. And we're going to actually do a little exercise with those 2 channels. And then something else we learned about last week were the pranas, the vital breaths. And there were 2 very important ones that we needed to focus on again for our practices. And that is prana. And prana is the inhaling breath. And even though we're inhaling and bringing energy downwards, energy is rising up Sushumna. And then with apana, even though we're exhaling, air is moving upwards, the energy is moving downwards. So this was one example of a type of breath practice that we find in all the different forms of Kriya Yoga that involves moving energy up and down the spine. We call it Kriya Kundalini Pranayama. At the end of our class today, we're going to be doing a second form of it. where we're actually going to reverse that. So we're actually going to be raising energy with the exhalation, lowering energy with the inhalation. And this is actually the form of Kriya Kundalini pranayama that I was taught in India back in early 2006. And as part of the Kriya Yoga practice that I teach, there was an example of that on last Friday's lesson. But let's do a little yoga and meditation around the chakras first. So some props you might want to use: cushions, blankets. These folded blankets can be molded and folded into any kind of prop that you need. If you have yoga blocks, that may prove useful as well. So in our practice, we're going to do an asana for each of the 7 chakras. We're going to begin with the root and work our way up to the crown. I'm going to shift positions a little bit just so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So I'm going to invite you to straighten your legs. You may want to have a small cushion under your hips, just to tilt the pelvis a little bit and help the spine to be straight. This will be very useful in meditation as well. And I invite you to inhale, roll the shoulders back, bringing the fingers to the mat and reaching the toes up toward the ceiling. Finding Dandasana or staff pose. And then inhale and exhale, slide the hands forward. Finding a comfortable place to stop. The spine and the neck can be rounded a little bit. Breathing deeply. You might want a rolled blanket or under your knees. That may be a little bit comfortable. Your knees should be slightly bent. As you inhale and exhale, find yourself just coming deeper into the pose as body and breath allows. I'm actually going to move this prop. And then if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can actually grab your toes or your feet and use your arms to help bring you deeper, assuming that's comfortable to do. Now we're going to hold this shape for a couple more minutes. And with each inhalation and exhalation, I invite you to silently chant the mantra for the base chakra and the earth element, Lam. So inhaling Lam, exhaling Lam. And then inhale, coming back up, rolling the shoulders back, bringing the fingers to the mat, reaching upwards with the top of your head and a straight spine. And just take a couple of breaths, feeling the effects of the practice. In Yin Yoga, this sitting forward fold is also known as caterpillar. So we're going to go from the base chakra, Muladhara, to the second chakra, Svadhisthana, located in the lower abdomen. We're going to do a version of Baddha Konasana, or butterfly. So sit comfortably with the soles of your feet together, spine nice and straight. Inhale tall, and exhale again, sliding the hands forward. Finding that comfortable stopping point, breathing deeply, coming deeper into the pose. A modification that you might want to try if your knees aren't quite coming to the mat is maybe a rolled blanket or cushion under each knee. Coming down with each breath as far as body and breath allows. If there's discomfort, you can try sliding the feet more forward. And you can try silently chanting the mantra for the second chakra, which is VAM. Inhaling VAM, V-A-M. Exhaling VAM. And then inhale, pressing up slowly. Again, rolling the shoulders back, resting your hands on your knees. Just resting for a moment in cobbler's pose and feeling the effects of this asana. So the mantras for the first two chakras are LAM for the base chakra. Second chakra is VAM. We're now going to work with the third chakra and its seed mantra, and this is the seed mantra for the fire element, is RAM, R-A-M. So I'm going to invite you to transition onto your back with your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, arms out to either side. First, just take a couple of breaths, just let the spine neutralize. And then move the pelvis slightly to the left. And then inhale. Exhale, letting the knees drop to the right side. If they don't go all the way to the floor, you can always have a cushion under them. And turning the head to the left and breathing. And I invite you to silently chant the mantra Ram with each inhalation and exhalation. And then a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bringing the head back to center, bringing the knees back to center. And just bringing the spine back to neutral. Taking some breaths. And then sliding the pelvis slightly to the right. Inhale deeply. Exhale, letting the knees drop to the left while turning the head to the right. Breathing in this reclined twist. And again, you can continue repeating with each inhalation and exhalation the mantra Ram. So we're honoring Manipura, the third chakra, and Ram is the mantra for the fire element, fire in the belly. And inhale, exhale, raising the knees, bringing the feet flat, bringing the head back to neutral, bringing the hips back to center, and just take a couple of breaths. So we're going to move from Manipura chakra to the heart center, Anahata chakra. This is the place of the air element, and our mantra is going to be YAM YAM as we inhale and exhale. We're going to do a supported version of Matsyenasana or fish pose. So you want a folded blanket or maybe a low pillow. This is going to go right behind the upper chest. Just to help raise the heart center up toward the ceiling. Have the feet at a comfortable distance apart. Feet dropping to either direction. Your arms a comfortable distance from the body. Palms up toward the ceiling. Breathing. And again, silently chanting as you inhale and exhale the mantra YAM. Relax the face and the jaw, shoulders. Just let the whole body relax into this pose. sure the feet and the legs are relaxing, and the arms and the hands. The abdominals relax. And then a nice deep inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. Inhale deeply. Exhale, bring the left arm across the chest. And inhale. Find a nice, safe way just to roll over onto your stomach. Bring your hands by your shoulders. Backs of the feet to the mat, chin on the mat. Just taking a few breaths and relaxing in Chaturanga, Crocodile Pose. So for our throat chakra pose, we're going to slide the arms forward into Sphinx. This is a variation of Cobra. And the mantra that we'll use is the mantra for the ether element. And that is the mantra hum. So we're going to inhale and exhale hum. So inhale, sliding the forearms forward, coming up to about the navel area. Keeping the upper back straight, pressing the backs of the feet into the mat. Engaging your core and breathing deeply. And silently focusing on that mantra hum. If there's too much discomfort in the lower back, you can slide the forearms more forward. Or back if you'd like a little bit more of a challenge. And then nice deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands back, coming back into a crocodile. Take a couple of breaths, rest. So we're going to move up to Ajna Chakra, the third eye. The mantra we're going to focus on is Om. So now inhale and exhale, engage your arms, bend your knees. Bringing your forehead to the mat. You can use a folded blanket or cushion. And taking child's pose, Balasana. Breathing deeply, focusing on the mantra Om. You can relieve any discomfort by widening the knees. And then inhale, engage your legs and your arms. Coming into tabletop. Knees are stacked just under the hips, slight bends in the elbows. Hands are just right under the shoulders. Inhale and exhale. And just doing a few cat-cow stretches to, again, neutralize the spine. And then returning to a seated position. And for a crown chakra pose, we're going to do a fire log. So we're going to begin in a half lotus position with the right leg over the left. This can be a crown chakra pose, but it's also a real nice stretch for the hips. So inhale tall, exhale sliding the hands forward,